A bard is a warrior mage who travels a lot of the time with a cleric for company. A bard's job is to record history in song and/or rhyme. Bards are highly educated and can read and write in several languages. A bard uses a musical instrument and their voice to do their magic. The magic of a bard is similar to a cleric's in that they do not want to maim and destroy, but to try to convince others that it would be best to leave them alone or to hide from adversaries. They are usually a more defensive than offensive force for the companions, though they do have some spells that can be used for either. Their magic is also similar to a wizard's in that they use the energy from the world around them, plus their own energy, to power their magic. A bard has mana for 13 spell slots. A bard wears normal traveler's clothes and can use light armor. A bard is an average warrior and is proficient with a basic weapon, such as a sword or a bow. A good starting outfit is a sword, hunting knife, bow with one quiver of arrows, and the instrument of choice, usually a lute, banjo, guitar, hand drum, or ukulele. The following are the starting bard spells. Forte raises the voice of the caster so they can be heard over the noise of a battle or a crowd. Duration is dice dependent. Confusion causes the target to not know who or where she is. Duration is dice dependent. Accelerando greatly increases the target's speed up to twice as fast as normal. Duration is dice dependent. The following are the spells that a bard may receive. Minor spells. Fortissimo causes the caster's voice to increase in such a way that the target becomes disorientated and collapses. Duration is dice dependent. Piano causes an area around the caster to become quiet and lets the caster be able to pinpoint any noise she wants to in a 200-foot radius. Duration is dice dependent. Pianissimo removes all sound from an area so that only the caster can still hear in that area. Duration is dice dependent. Holy Tune. The caster sings a song that causes all evil, especially the undead, who hear it to become stunned for 3 rounds. Rebuke. The caster causes the target to not want to battle with him, her anymore. Duration is dice dependent. Disorientation causes the target to become confused and either miss shots or not hit with melee attacks for a time. Duration is dice dependent. Eavesdrop. The caster can listen in on any conversation that is not magically shielded. Duration is dice dependent. Songbird. Anyone trying to listen to the caster's conversation will only hear the songbirds chirping. Duration is dice dependent. Call. The caster can project his voice over long distances, up to half a mile, and through solid objects. Duration is dice dependent. Mid-level spells. Fermata lengthens out the target's attack so that it takes 6 times as long for it to hit. High C. Target is shattered. This could be any non-magic weapon or armor, bone, or organ. It cannot be a full-size person, only a small object. Nightmare Lullaby. The caster sings a song that causes the target to have their worst nightmare while still awake. Duration is dice dependent. Polycurl. One weapon that the caster throws turns into 4 of the same weapon, such as 1 arrow turning into 4 arrows. Ad libitum. The caster can create a weapon out of any substance that she has at hand, such as a sword from the air or water. Duration is dice dependent. Agitato causes the target to become agitated and attack the nearest person to them. Duration is dice dependent. Tempo. The target is caused to spin in a circle at whatever speed the caster wants the target to go, till they are either exhausted, the spell wears out, or they are killed. Duration is dice dependent. Cantus firmus causes the target to become fixated on a certain spot on the horizon, and they forget about all else. Duration is dice dependent. Conamore causes the target to fall madly in love with a target of the caster's choosing. Duration is dice dependent. Confuoco gives the caster the ability to call forth and control fire. The caster can also control fire that is already available, such as a torch or campfire. Duration is dice dependent. Compassion causes the target to become overcome with passion for anything that the caster deems worthy. Duration is dice dependent. Dolce causes the target to act sweetly to all around him /it. Duration is dice dependent. Dolente causes the target to become sad and fall to the earth, weeping bitterly. Duration is dice dependent. Major spells. Encore causes the target to repeat the action of the caster's choosing till the spell runs out. The action must be one that the target has done that day. Duration is dice dependent. Galliard causes the target to do a lively jig, which lasts until the target's strength runs out, the target is killed, or the spell runs its length. Duration is dice dependent. Gregorian chant. The caster calls forth 5 monks who are masters of hand-to-hand fighting. These monks protect the caster. Duration is dice dependent. Scale. The caster calls forth an armoring of super hard scales to cover him/herself. Duration is dice dependent. Cadence causes the target to become an expert in the weapon they are holding for the battle they are currently in. Causes magic users to learn a new spell of the sages, choosing for the battle they are in. Pentatonic scale. 5 people come to the caster's aid. These people are made of fire, ice, earth, wind, and light. They fight with the elements they are made out of. Anthem. 7 winged beings come from the heavens to protect the caster. They are armed with a sword, shield, and 4 javelins each. Da capo causes the target to return to the spot where they started the day. Shape. The caster can turn the target into any shape he/she wants them to take. This cannot be a monster, such as a dragon or griffin, till the bard has had the spell for a time. The time length is dependent on the sage. Duration is dice dependent. Unison. The caster causes all the companions' attacks to hit at the same time. Imitation. The caster can replicate any spell that the caster hears. This affects all wizard spells and any clerical spells that have a physical form, such as fireball, ice, ECT. Voice of the deity. The caster can receive direct power from one of the clerical deities. Thus they and their companions are protected from harm, but the caster cannot attack during the spell. The protected companions can still attack. The protection is based on the deity summoned. Duration is dice dependent.